Hi all, and welcome back to the Mother Teresa channel. If you are new, please definitely grab yourself a good old seat and a good old bag of popcorn, honey, because there is a message to be sent to you at this time, all right? Now, this is a tarot channel for the newbies, and so I read and interpret what I energetically feel and or see visually from the cards that I pull. Now, typically I do a monthly spread for each sign, and it's based off of your sun, moon, and or rising sign. Now, you're gonna have to do a little bit of research on your own, independently, of course, from this channel to really know what it is that I'm talking about, because I only have a certain amount of time that is delegated to me at this time as I'm building my channel in order to get these videos out, right? And so I don't want to take up all the time explaining, but do keep in mind that we are comprised of all 12 zodiac signs, okay? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, all right? And it's just the way that each part of those signs are expressed is different for everybody. We have our own genetic makeup and other things that also influence us as people. So keep that in mind as you're watching this channel. But if what I say does resonate when you watch this video or the others that I have already uploaded and will continue to upload, then definitely do subscribe before you leave, and do give me a thumbs up so that I know that I can continue bringing the same type of material. Or if you want me to switch it up or do something else, introduce something else new to the channel that I may not have yet tried, then also leave me a comment in the comment section. I am very open to constructive criticism, and I like to hear what other people want to see. So there's that. For those that have been with me for a while, thank you so much for your undying loyalty and your patience, as well as I didn't finish uploading for the remaining 4 zodiac signs last month. I had a lot going on personally on a health level with family members and the like, so I do appreciate the patience. But let's go ahead and get into it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Cancer, since it is still Cancer's birthday season by Western astrology. And I'm going to pull a card for each zodiac sign so that you guys can kind of be aware of what's happening in the month of July. I am doing a reading today, which is July 7th, and Mercury has stationed retrograde, so communication might be a little funky, as well as telecommunication and all things technology. So let's just hope for the best and just bear with what is happening and what can come. So for Cancer, you guys have the Knight of Pentacles, slow moving energy. This is a time of revision with Mercury retrograde. This is a time to be very careful and calculated with what it is that you want to communicate to. If it's for yourself, out loud to yourself, or internally to yourself, right? Positive self-talk, or if this is figuring out what you want to say and how you want to say something about a potential issue that may have been bothering you on some level to somebody else. This is being very calculated. This is very slow moving energy. Somebody may want to speak with you, especially if it's somebody that you haven't really been in communication with. They're wanting to come back in, but they're treading very lightly here with this Knight of Pentacles energy, very slow moving, all right? That's what you guys can be expecting. Okay, but it can be a positive message coming in as far as business and your creative pursuits as well. That is going to be slow to take off, but even better, you don't want something that comes into your life very fast, because it most always ends just as quickly as it starts, okay? You have the opportunity to do it right by being methodical. So don't get caught up in comparing yourself to other people and where everybody else is at. We all have individual law of averages. Okay, so Leos, 8 of Wands. July is a month of travel for you, going across water, across seas to meet somebody that you are romantically attracted to, somebody coming to you. But again, a trip is on the horizon, what you can be anticipating to happen if you haven't already booked your flight, right? If you haven't already gotten on the boat and you're going on a cruise. As well, dolphins are a positive sign of strength and courage, that if you are battling with anything right now, you do have the strength within you to overcome any obstacles that you may potentially be facing in the month of July, if this has nothing to do with love and romance, okay? Wands energy is all about action-driven energy. So some of you guys are wanting to go full speed ahead with this Wands energy. But again, just be careful, as I was saying with the opening of this video, that we are now, well, Mercury is now another planet that is retrograde amongst many others that have already been retrograde. So now is the time to kind of think before you act. And that 8 of Wands can also be impulsive energy. So just be careful with that, okay? But that's what's coming through. Go get you some love. I want some real good loving. And be careful with that sexual energy if that's what's on the table for you with that trip, right? It's something that you are also planning for. Make sure that you are protecting yourself against STIs, but also pregnancy if you don't want to be a mother or a father. Do want to get that out there as well. So after Leo, what is it, Virgo? What's going on for the Virgos for the month of July? Oh, you have 2. 7 of Swords in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's withholding some information. This can be you. This can be another person that you are involved with, romantically, platonically, professionally, you know, on a familial standpoint. It could be either of those things. Some of you guys are denying the fact that you actually want to have a companion with this 7, and 7 is attributed to your 7th house, which is typically where you will see indications of like marriage or more long-term and committed type relationships. So there's a little bit of what is that called? A tiff that you're going through with someone. A little bit of a rut. Somebody can be lying, okay? Because this can be all about information. And the Swords energy can be all about like wit and intellect, okay? Somebody's trying to take advantage and be kind of manipulative in speech, right? So just be careful with that. Again, with Mercury being retrograde, that might have been what's affecting or will be affecting you guys in the month of July. Just not being able to really say what it is that you want to say correctly, right? In the most formal way, or what is that? Is it grammatically correct, politically correct way? But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Just make sure that you are, again, as I was saying with Cancer, just being careful and calculated, that if you know that what is being said can be misinterpreted, just go ahead and provide that extra buffer that you don't mean for anything that you're about to say or that has already been said out of your mouth to be offensive, or for somebody to misconstrue what your intention really is, okay? So there we go. You need to get to the bottom of it. Somebody, again, may be trying to trick you. Their intentions aren't very clear. So that's something that Mercury retrograde very well can be shedding light upon this month. Your relationship sector is really what's important to you guys. Make sure you're not wasting your time and your energy with that coins energy as well on something that just isn't growing, right? It's not proving to be prosperous. You're not reaping any fruit. It's been more than one season, right? We have come from summer or spring, and we are in summer. You should have seen some of the fruits manifest from a relationship that you've been in. So if you haven't, maybe that's what this is showing you. Okay, so what's up to Virgo? Libras, you have the Knight of Wands, very flirtatious energy in the month of July. This can be you, this can be somebody else coming in that's very attractive, that's very forthright, straightforward, you know, gets straight to the point with this energy. May not be the most consistent or the person that is the most reliable. This can also be you. You're just very spread out as far as your creative pursuits or your divinely inspired ideas are concerned. And so you're really needing to hone in on the one thing that really gets you going the most in the month of July. But again, with this Knight of Wands energy, if this is in matters of the heart, this is very flirtatious, very tempestuous energy. So if you're already in a relationship, just be careful if you're going out and you're putting yourselves in positions where you are susceptible to being I don't know how I want to say that. You're just not, you're putting yourself in places where you know you shouldn't be. So if you're in a relationship, you really shouldn't be at the club, at least without your partner, or at least without your sidekick, right? That one friend that will make sure that you don't do anything crazy, or that you will come to regret later, have any guilt for doing later, okay? You don't want to be in another young single female's house or a young male's house by yourself if you're in a relationship, okay? This can be promiscuous energy, very sexual in nature. So maybe you guys are just lighting up that parts of yourselves. You're playing with erogenous zones is what I'm hearing, or with somebody else's, okay? Getting to the bottom of people's kinks this month, maybe yours. You're understanding your sexuality a little bit more in the month of July, or open to that, right? Energy is fluid, so it can of course express itself in different ways. So what's up with the Scorpios for the month of July? And also Libras. Watch out for the players, because that's also what comes through. But Scorpio, you have the Three of Pentacles. This is cooperative energy here. People wanting to really get to know you better, okay? So you guys might be wanting to be those social butterflies in the month of July. This can, of course, have already started because this is the 7th of July. So I'm a little late with this, but with the Three of Pentacles, this is really building that strong foundation. This is somebody coming in also with an apology if there's been some wrongdoings or there's been some form of miscommunication in the past. You are starting to get what has been due to you. There are a lot of people that respect you in the month of July. You respect yourself a lot more. You're understanding what self-worth is all about and what that looks like, okay? And how it's not you being tied up in materialistic things, or the fact that you can afford to buy all of these things that maybe you couldn't 6 months ago, or 3 months ago, or 3 years ago, 3 decades ago, right? You're not tying your identity to things that are materialistic in nature. That's not what self-worth means. This is you waking up and understanding that without all of those things, and even if nothing goes right, that you still feel good within yourself, to know that you always do the best that you can, and eventually it will all work out for its greater good. You understand divine purpose, okay, with this card. And you understand that self-love is really you not overexerting yourself or being a doormat, right? Being too amicable with this card, or agreeable, okay, with this energy. You have boundaries. That is self-love. Really having boundaries and sticking to them. And that's where that respect comes from. It's like, dang, I can't get this person to step outside of themselves, even if I tried, with this energy here, okay? You know, how some people really just try to test limits, and like with people testing you, it's like you are unwavering in your faith and your belief in yourself and how much you care for yourself, and the pedestal that you will put yourself on, not because you feel like you're better than other people, but you just understand the experiences that you want to see next in your reality, and you're not going to accept anything that is less than that. Mediocrity is not of this card, okay, because it just exponentially keeps going up from the 3 here. So partnership looks good. You're in the mood to want to get to know someone. If you are single and wanting to couple up and have that companionship, there's a lot of good conversation topics to be had. You know what I'm saying? You go on a date with someone, be set up on blind dates, whatever would have you, with that Gemini energy and the 3 of Cups. It looks good for you guys. There's never a dull moment is what I'm hearing. So, all right, Sagittarius. Look at this, all these pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. All right, so this is a opportunity is on the horizon for you guys if it hasn't already come. This can be a gift from somebody else, like a thoughtful and considerate gift with the coins energy. This can be improved health, and I'm really glad to see this card for Sagittarius, though I always, you know, pray and prepare before doing a reading that my own personal bias doesn't get in the way. I do have a family member that's been struggling health-wise, and their most prominent sign, or prominent point in their, the most prominent point in their chart does have Sagittarius in it, and so this is very good. That health will improve by them taking initiative and doing what they need to do to ensure that it gets better, okay? So if this is exercising daily for you, on a personal level, if this is changing your eating habits, if this is a combination of the two, if this is you or somebody that you know and care for is getting a surgery, recovery looks well, you know. But again, with the Pentacles energy, it's going to be a slow recovery. So don't try to come out of it thinking like, okay, well, the procedure's done, I can go back to my normal pace of doing things. No, really take your time, okay? I understand that you aren't handicapping, you don't like to lay low and be still for too long because you guys can get restless. You are of an adventurous type, right? That is your nature. But at the same time, you really have to take care of your vessel because it's the only one that you have, okay? So there we go. Capricorn, you have the Empress card. Fertility is on the horizon as well. Maturity. What is that called that's wanting to come through? I'm hearing pubescent. And I'm seeing like, I'm thinking of that Hey Arnold episode. What's his name? Gerald. When he had to get that his tonsils removed and then his voice changed. So that type of thing with this energy. If not fertility, somebody is very fertile this month. So be very careful with your sensuality and sexuality. You can get pregnant. You guys might be in that last gestational period and getting ready to give birth. And so you're nesting at this time is what I'm getting here with collecting what has sprouted up in the grounds. But again, just taking care of your home, because that's also something that Taurus is, which is, this is the prominent card and energy for the sign of Taurus. That's what they care about. Very mothering, very nurturing. You can be meeting somebody that is like this. If you're a male watching this, you can be meeting a Taurus female, or again, somebody with those same types of characteristics. Very mothering and nurturing and considerate and appreciative, very grateful, can really rapidly manifest things, is very goal-oriented and very structured, okay? Tauruses don't really like too much change, but this is learning to adapt with the changes and kind of going with the flow of life, okay? And seeing what really flourishes when you water it. And it can be on a literal sense if you are the type of person that are into like plants and nature and all that other stuff and trying to grow your own garden, but also with your personal relationships and with your finances and how you keep things tucked or saved away for a rainy day, and how that helps you in just really getting into your daily routine and those habits, those ones that are really most beneficial for you and allow for you to continue to be a productive member of society. And those people that really show up and are supportive and aren't vindictive, which is kind of what comes up when this card is in reverse, okay? People that will smile in your face but don't really want to see you do well. They're talking trash behind your back, hoping for the worst, okay? So be very careful, Capricorn, with this energy in the month of July. But now is the time to speak things into existence with this Empress card, because Tauruses can manifest their ass off. You are also an earth sign. You have a special connection with the divine entities that be you, right? Be your ancestors, because you're naturally inclined to move and act like Mother Nature, okay? So, well, permitted that you are an evolved Capricorn. So that's what's coming through for you guys, all right? Aquarius, 10 of Cups, look at that, love. This is honeymoon phase as well in love. If you're already coupled up, things are going well. You guys really complement each other well, or your complement, your other half, your better half is coming in. Not that you aren't already complete. You are whole and complete without seeing a physical manifestation of that in another person, okay? So this can just be you on a soul level. You're just very happy and almost giddy-like. I'm not sure if you guys watch The Breakfast Club. If you like to watch their interviews, I do. That's one of my like guilty pleasures, if you will. So Tamara Mowry, Tia. Sorry, you guys. Tamara's the one that is married to Adam. Tia Mowry was on The Breakfast Club, and she is just always so happy, right? She doesn't let anything steal her joy, and that is going to be you guys in the month of July. That's what I keep seeing, like her face, and every time you see her in an interview or on a TV show, she's never really serious. She doesn't really play those serious types of roles because that's just not her nature. But that's what I see for you guys. Good love is coming in, unions coming in, you're getting together with somebody, having drinks with somebody, just having a really good time here with this Ten of Cups. Again, nothing and no one can steal your joy. Without this person, you're still happy. And that's why I think there is such a gravitational pull towards you guys in the month of July, or you can feel like that. You can feel like other people want to kind of be close and intimate with you. They kind of want to know what that secret sauce is to your joy, okay? So yeah, that's what you guys have, the Ten of Cups. It really doesn't get much better than that as far as Cups energy. You guys are emotionally mature or maturing in the month of July, okay? Especially the males that may be watching. You're very in tune with your emotions and you appreciate them. You're not going to try to hide behind a tough exterior because you may not have had that like masculine and feminine type of influence in your life where people will try to put you down for being too sensitive. You're okay with being sensitive in the month of July. All right? So something or someone, if not yourself, is going to bring that out of you. Now, what's going on for the Pisces? The Emperor. Come on. This is getting good. Margin energy. All right, you might want to look at your placement. What sign is in Mars, or what Mars is in as far as your natal chart. Again, you guys have to forgive me for the way that I'm speaking. You know, don't blame me. But Emperor, very self-assured, okay, very dominant. I want to say assertive and not aggressive. Okay, some people do not understand how important it is to be assertive, especially as a woman. Especially if you are a male that's dealing with an Aries woman, this person might be a little bit intimidating to you, have a little bit of an intimidation factor about them and their aura, because they're not the docile type. Not to say that this type of woman cannot be submissive, but you really have to show that you too are a leader. You have to match her alpha in order to really get her to submit to you in ways that work for the both of you guys, because no two relationships are the same. Everybody has certain things that just work for them, okay? But you really have to come to understand and utilize your dominance here. Really use your voice in the month of July if people have been trying to take advantage of you, and the fact that you can be nice, okay? But forget being nice. Throw nice away in the month of July. Be kind. Have boundaries. Be assertive. But also understand that the world is your oyster here. So much like, who was it, Capricorn that I was reading for? You have an opportunity to manifest, and very greatly. This is Zeus in Greek mythology. He had all that he could ever want. You know what I'm saying? Be careful of the negative attributes of this sign, though, that you are so like egotistical, that you're cocky, or that you're arrogant, okay? That only you can be the best, only you can be at the top. There's room for more than just you. So if that's what you need to work on this month, then herald that message. It's more important than you trying to maintain, I guess, your sense of dominance or authoritarian your dictatorship here, right? Don't be a dictator. Be a leader. An assertive leader. There you go. That's what's coming through. Now, if you're a woman watching this, then you might be dealing with a male Aries. A male Aries can be coming in, or just somebody, again, that is very self-assured, very confident with who they are and what they can do. Okay? If that's not going to be you this month. Aries. What's going on for my Aries? Aries, Ten of Pentacles, baby, look at that. Sorry. I feel like I spit a little bit. Aries, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Guys, this is commitment here. This is you really building a legacy. This is you getting back to what is right for you as far as work is concerned and your creative pursuits are concerned. And really going after the goals that you want to accomplish and really achieving most of those, if not all of them. I can't promise you anything with this energy because energy is fluid, but at the very least, you are starting to really see things unravel for you, and you are starting to really feel the money coming in, right? Now, don't get scared when money does come in, especially if you've come out of a period like myself where money was scarce. Okay, and then you start to hold on and harbor on to money, and then that energy becomes a stagnancy, and then you're cutting off your cash flow. So just understand that you are abundant, okay? You find money, money comes to you easily at this time. Anytime that you may need money, you don't even have to think about money. There is no such thing as a budget, okay? All of your needs are provided for without you even having to ask for them. You have it. It is here. Family life is here. Partnerships is here. Now, some of you guys with this 10 and 10s being completion, you may be coming to the end of a partnership. It has given you all that it could give you, and it's time to release it and allow for something else special to come in, another lesson to come in. And a lesson doesn't have to be positive, negative, or neutral. It just is, right? Something else that you need to experience on this earthly plane. Okay, before you expire. If kids is something that's really important to you, and having a family is something that is important to you, but you're in a situation where you feel like because it's a situationship, it might not be going anywhere, it might not be leading you anywhere, you've come to the end of the road with that. Okay, you can't deny yourself what it is that you want. You see the bigger picture. You see it when you are asleep at night. So don't lose faith, and don't feel like it's something that is going to pass you by, or something that you may not feel like you are deserving of because it's just not happening for you, but because you're not in the right partnership for it. Okay, it is still a very real possibility for you. Turn this into your reality by leaving what you are so connected to, or what is that called when you build what is that called when you build sentimental value around the things that you have, or that you have had. Okay, let it go. Okay, don't be a hoarder. Let it go. To allow for this to come in if it hasn't yet. That's what's stopping you. You're stuck in another cycle that you have to release at this time. Unbind yourself from. Okay? But 10 of Pentacles, baby. So somebody may have put your name down in their will, and you can be expecting something. This can be money that comes out of nowhere. You forgot that you invested in a certain stock, and then you get that check. Okay, you do something that is involved with the media or some form of communication, and it goes off, right? It exceeds your expectations, and it goes off to the point where you might go viral and get that money. Okay, you play the scratch off, and it could be like a $1,000 a week for the rest of your life type of scratch off. It doesn't have to be the Mega Millions, but you do something that brings in more money for you. Okay, and you can do more things that you enjoy here. If you already have a family, then you could take your family to Disney, or just have more time with them, right? If you've had a job, then you have enough to where you can quit to either start something that you're more creatively passionate about, and that you can very well turn into a lucrative business here with, a family business here with, or you've just accrued enough time to be able to take that PTO, right? Or flex holidays, I'm not sure what they call them. Fringe holidays. You have enough time where you could take off and really relax and enjoy the fruits of your labor with this 10 of Pentacles. Looking good, Aries. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how that works for me. But last but not least, what's going on? Oh wait, no, we still have Taurus and Gemini. What am I doing? What's going on with Taurus is for July? Oh, already I forgot who else got this. Was it Libra? No. Or Scorpio? It was somebody. 7 of Swords, except Taurus, yours is upright. So this is really a neutral card here, meaning it is up to you what you do with this energy. Swords is often about Saturnian energy and how you have been rebelling against the status quo. how you've been rebelling against your 7th house, which is all about relationships, partnerships, marriages. You feel like you do better alone, but companionship is essential, right? It's an essential part of everybody's growth. So you can't just become a hermit and keep yourself shrouded in the darkness and feel like there is nobody out there that's going to understand you or that can just fit into your life and your routine and how you go about things and the type of person that you are. There is somebody out there for you. I don't want you to miss out on that opportunity by being stuck in this energy. Okay, it can turn into self-sabotage. That's what the 7 of Swords can speak about oftentimes. If this is not willful omitted, somebody may be trying to keep you in the dark. If you're in a partnership and you feel like, why isn't this person posting me on their social media, or why doesn't their family know about me, type of thing, there is more to the story than to make the assumption that they're doing it because they're living a double life. Now, that's always a possibility, but don't allow that to be the only possibility. Okay, be open to asking so that you can find that clarity here, so that you can come out of the darkness. Again, this depends on you. You can sit in this energy if you want by keeping your mouth shut, right? By neglecting your throat chakra here. Honesty is the best policy when you see this card. So work on that for the month of July. Okay, make sure that people are being honest with you. But as they always say, what's done in the dark will come out to the light. So if you're doing something shady, it will come to light very soon. If somebody else is doing something shady, it will come to light very soon, because we are in Mercury retrograde. By the time meditations direct, you will have all the answers that you need. If you still have any questions about anything, or you're feeling uncertain about anything or any person. Okay, Gemini, last but not least here, you have the 5 of Wands. Now, this can be jealous, envious energy. This can be the fact that you have been working really hard for things, but what's missing in your life is your right-hand man, okay? That person that can fight through life's battles with you and not against you here with this 5 of Wands energy. Other people are going to want what you have once you get what it is that you have been seeking, which has also been seeking you, right? Because we have energetic signatures that are attached to all things that are meant for us in this lifetime. You can't miss out on an opportunity, but the prize is very big. Whatever it is that you are about to obtain here is something that, again, you have worked very hard for, but once you get it, other people are going to be coming in droves, trying to celebrate you, right? Because after the 5 of Wands comes to the 6, you know, oh, let's go out for drinks. Oh my God, congratulations. We have to do this now. You know, you're starting to get those phone calls from people that have been missing in action. That's what I'm hearing. And so just be very discerning with this energy. And once you do overcome the battle, this dragon, whatever planets have been retrograde in your personal natal chart and the things that you've had to struggle with accepting here in this 5 of Wands energy, right? If you've been all about love affairs, then I feel like that's coming to an end, because it's kind of getting old doing that same old dance. And again, you're wanting that right-hand man, you're wanting that partner that isn't just in it for the instant gratification that typically comes in the 5, because that's Leo's house, okay? All about love affairs and just having fun and entertainment and not taking anything too seriously. So at this point in your life, you feel like you want something more that's a little bit more meaningful, that has a little bit more substance, that has a little bit more security surrounding it here, because you see the root chakra that's in here quite a bit. So you need something that's a little bit more secure, that has a little bit more stability. And so be very careful again with the vetting phase that you go through while dating, and that you're really picking somebody that has those qualities that you would want a wife and the potential mother of your kids to have. I don't want to say that you should necessarily model this person after your mother or your father figure, or whoever your legal guardian is, or the person that you look up to the most, but they should be able to take care of themselves outside of the union, and you guys being able to give into each other. So just look for that. If this is on the business and creative front, though, again, other people are going to be hitting you up because they want to know how you were able to do what it was that you're doing. You know, they don't want to go through the hardships that you've had to go through. They just want the glory. So just be very careful with that. If you are a musician, okay, and you come upon fame, then these little girls that are going to be coming after you that are really fans at the end of the day, just be very careful. They're not really with you because they love you. They're with you because of what, again, you have. So that's what's coming through for all 12 signs for the month of July. If this resonated, do give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more. And if you don't hit me up in the comment section or book with me for a private session, then I hope you do take care of yourself and your soul until we speak again, okay? Ciao.